Hello everyone, welcome to Celestial Plants. My name is Crystal Cedar and today we're going to be doing my spiritual elemental Witchy Pagan plan with me in my custom classic and mini happy planner in an A5 cover for the week of December 6th through the 12th, 2021. So a couple of things happened. I decided to Yule out my spiritual planner. This is still the same one in the A5. This is the A5 cover, but I wanted to Yule it up a little bit. So I started using some of the millions of pads of scrapbook paper that I ordered last year that I never got to use because I was too busy working, and now I get to use it. So it's perfect because I wasn't really resonating with any of the paper pads this year at Michael's or at Joann's, and I love all the ones from last year, and luckily I have doubles. So just added like little card here. I don't really know what to do with these. I don't like to put paper clips on them because then it damages the vinyl, and then I just cut this out because I was originally going to put it here, but it looked like a name, like this is my name, Holly Jolly. and I'm like, nah, I'll just keep it plain. And I decided to Yule it out. Like, I love holly berries this time of year, and pomegranate seeds represent Persephone, and then I believe this is juniper. It could be cedar or fir though. I think it's juniper. No, I think it's fir. Either way, I love it. And so still have the clear cover. And I didn't laminate these. I have a laminator, I think before like Lunar New Year. I'll finally laminate something. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do the whole scrapbook paper with the plastic over it, and it's well protected. And it's already in this cover anyway. So this is the inside scrapbook paper. Shortly after I did this, my cat came over and stepped all her muddy paws all over it, so I had to put this here to cover up the muddiness. Something that I definitely decided on was I was going to use my mini Happy Planner dashboard layout in this spiritual planner to help me keep track and write out my transits and events, and because it has this really great month at a glance. So this is what I have down so far in December. I know there's much more happening in December. I'm just trying not to overwhelm myself, y'all, okay? Energetically, it's going to be crazy, especially right here on the 24th, right here with this last Saturn square Uranus. This is the last square of this period, and it's like all about, it's just a lot. Saturn is kind of stationary, they don't want to move, and then Uranus is like freaking revolutionary, shake it up, get off your butt. Like it's a lot. And we experienced two squares of this, one in February this year and then the other one in June. And it's just like, if you can remember what was happening with you in February and then what was happening with you in June, like, hi, get ready. This is the last time. It's going to happen again. And oh, by the way, it's going to happen right on Christmas Eve. No big deal. And during Yule. So it's going to be pretty intense. Right now, we're in this week right here from the 6th through the 12th. And this is actually how I had been using my mini happy planner before I decided to just go all out and just do a straight up spiritual journal and use the wee moon. That hasn't started yet, which is why we're not using it yet, and I don't have last year's because it's sold out. And it's kind of tedious, but actually when I was just sitting down doing it right now, like, it's actually not that big of a deal, and it is kind of better for me to see it written out so that I can see the energies better. And especially in a 30-day layout, which unfortunately the wee moon does not have. I know some people will use their moon calendar to do that. Like, nope, where'd it go? Boo. Oh, like these right here. This is actually for 2021. You could use this calendar, I guess, to kind of write down what I wrote down here in my monthly layout, but I don't even use my monthly layout hardly ever, and so I figured this is like a nice way to do it. Next year though, I will be using a monthly for my budget, and maybe my classic catch-all, possibly. I have two other planners, so I think, though, for my spiritual one, I want to keep it like this. Like, this is legit. I don't really want to write all over this. It'll be such a hassle to keep taking it out and putting it back from this clear sheet. And I don't want to ruin it. I just want to, and also, too, I want to see the phases of the moon clear. So, the other thing that I did was I decided to use some computer paper. This is just computer paper, print paper, but it's colored. And so it came from Amazon in a pack of like 5 colors. There was like green, pink, yellow, and blue. And so this is the green one. And voila, I already have the week's kind of like transits and where the moon's going to be on my dashboard for this week. I didn't write the 6th, but it's right here. December 6th through the 12th. Like, y'all, I don't know what to do with this box. Like, for years, I've used a mini for like since the fall of 2018. It's like crazy. I never knew what to do with that stupid box. So now, for this journal planner, what I'm going to be using it for are keywords that represent the energy of the day. Going to be square Neptune, Moon's going to be conjunct Saturn, and then Mars is going to square Jupiter. For me, that's a lot of air and fire energy with a little dash of water here and there. I think that the Mars square Jupiter, for me personally anyway, and any other people that are predominantly fire element, this is going to be the big deal versus all the others. These kind of just add it's like fuel to the flame of that square Mars square Jupiter. So it makes sense to seek clarity, but also, like, FYI, it's going to be kind of feisty. So if you're driving, like, don't road rage. Or if you're fed up with your coworkers, like, limits and boundaries. Like, don't flash, don't rage quit, things like that. So that's what I'll be using this little box for. And we are going to go over day by day, kind of like really quickly, what it's going to be energetically. And then I figured that I would just make another page. So I just cut it out to size, and then I rounded out the corners because I am totally enjoying my addiction to my We Are Memory Keepers corner rounder. Like, I'm obsessed with this thing. Like, I just want to round the corners on everything because it looks so nice. Look, it's so nice. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using panels of lined paper because I need lines to write. And so I found 2 half classic size notebooks that I had, and I'm not using them. So I took this, cut that off, and then I cut it even further into halves, and then I get 4 panels, skinny panels, and then, oh look, I rounded out the corners. I figured it'll be my little crystal box where I'm going to write down my crystals for the week. And then I took the notebook, this guy here. This was such a pretty line. The disc punches off of that. And then I got a panel like this, and then I rounded off the corners to fit. So I think I'm going to do it like this. Actually, I had it like this earlier. And then I'll glue that down. And then I think I'm going to play with some stickers today. Out of the Save Freeze Hot Buy sticker pad from Michaels from last year. And this came from the Save Freeze paper pad. Most of the papers in here. I used 2 paper pads from Michaels. The Holiday Homestead paper pad from last year, from 2020. And then this is the Safe Freeze paper pad. I think the Safe Freeze sticker pad is still out because I thought I saw it at Michaels, or it might be like an updated version of Safe Freeze. I'm pretty sure it's the same one though. It's got some cute stickers. When it comes to like a grimoire or Book of Shadows, I like to keep it kind of related to the Sabbats and the S-Bats, kind of like theme-wise, and so I like this, and it goes, but my catch-all, it's going to be like a sugar plum pastel fairy explosion, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm going to take this and this, we'll move this aside for now. And let's get started on this weekly plan with me. The things that I definitely wanted to track or kind of go over for myself was kind of like how I survived the eclipse on Saturday. How did everybody do during the eclipse? Was it good? How was it? Were you emo? For me, I was really chill during the day, but then as soon as like after 9 p.m. PST or Pacific Standard Time hit, I was like an emotional wreck because Neptune turned direct after being in retrograde on that day, and then I was just a hot mess, or like had already started turning direct, and then the eclipse hit, and then I was like an even more hot mess. But the big heavy hitter is going to be again another Saturday when Venus conjuncts Pluto, and then the moon is in Aries, and then all this moon situation happens in the morning, early morning, PST anyway, like Pacific Standard Time, because I'm in San Francisco, California. It's a lot of stuff with the moon, which is water, which is emotions, which is hot mess. So, but it's kind of like dynamic because it's water and fire together. I practice elemental astrology and energy work, and so everything I do relates to fire, earth, air, water, and the eastern elements, wood and metal. Like everything I do, most likely, in most things that I do work with people for. So let's go over the week, the aspects of the week element-wise. I'm gonna write out elemental aspects. Yeah, that sounds nice. And this is December 6th through the 12th. Okay. And of course I can't... Oh, here's my ruler. Yeah, sweet. So one of the main reasons of this weekly plan with me is to hopefully lead by energetic example that you can take responsibility for your energy field by educating yourself more about your birth chart. Your birth chart is like the social security number, your social security number to the universe. Like that is how the universe knows you, is by your planets and your elements and the degrees and all that kind of stuff. I focus on elemental astrology. There are tons of astrologers out there on YouTube, everywhere online, that can explain houses and north nodes and south nodes and everything like that. But I come from a more indigenous and shamanic background when it comes to my energy work. So it's very simple. It's very basic. It's easy for people to understand and how to do it for themselves without having to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go to a workshop to learn about this that I'm just about to show you right now. So basically, if you want to know the elements of your chart, you can go onto any astrology generator. So you can Google the words birth chart calculator, and usually one of the first ones that'll pop up is cafeastrology.com. I love Cafe Astrology. I love those folks. Shout out Cafe Astrology. I've been working with that website for years, like since the beginning of my Ascension in 2008, 2007. It's like one of the oldest websites and one of the best websites out there. They also offer readings and chart analysis and things like that are so spot on. I highly recommend them. But they have a generator. You plug in your birth date, your birth time, and your birthplace, and a whole chart will generate. And I love how beautiful their charts are. They show you the actual star chart and the formations, but also they break it down. They write it out for you so that you're understanding everything that's in your chart. And I would have a printout of it, but mine is too long. So when you go onto the website, they will break it down for you in little kind of boxes, grid boxes, like what your planets are and then what your signs are. So your planets, your signs, and then from these two things you can deduce your elements. So this is my chart. Yeah, I know it's a lot of cardinal. It's a lot. So my sun is in Cancer. That's a water sign. And then you could just kind of graph it out yourself. This is not a big deal. So I color coded it because again, I'm a nerd. Blue was for water. Air was in this kind of yellowish color. And then earth was green, even though it looks kind of blue on camera. And then fire, water, and then fire was in pink. So let's say I just look at this right here. I can see how like the overall elements of the day are going to relate to me and how I'm going to have to balance that out. So let's take Tuesday, for example. We've got Mercury, who's, I'm going to do this in pencil because, yeah, because I'm weird like that. Okay, so Mercury is air. We've got Neptune, which is water. And then Saturn is earth. And then fire and fire. Oh yeah, and then that day too. It's kind of like the sun. So it's kind of like all the elements. If all 4 elements are present, but you know yourself, you've got a predominant, like not predominant, but a dominant element in yourself, like mine is fire. I would just concentrate on that. But let's just go ahead and put it down here anyway. So air, water, earth, and then fire. Because Jupiter rules... And cheat sheets are great. I know some people are doing inserts, which is very exciting. Please do videos and show it, or at least put it on Instagram, because I want to know what everybody's doing. I want to see. But I have a little cheat sheet here. The planet elements, the planets, except for the sun and the moon. So I'm going to have to redo this, kind of like nicer like this, probably like my chart. And just so I remind myself, like what planets rule which signs, and then what elements come from that. So like, for example, Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So technically Mercury is air and earth. In astrology, Mercury is at home when it's at home most and comfortable when it's in an air or earth element. And that's what we're dealing with there. Neptune is water. Boom. And then Moon conjunct Saturn. The moon is water. And then Saturn is Capricorn, which is earth. And then Mars square Jupiter. Jupiter is what we came here for. And Jupiter actually rules Sagittarius. So Jupiter is one of those weirdos that has fire and earth. Pluto rules Scorpio. We're going to get to that in a minute. That's why it's like kind of blocked off right there. Okay, so that day, or on Tuesday the 7th, it's going to be air, water, earth, and fire. But there's 2 water situations right here. And that's fire, earth. So I'm going to say it's going to be mostly water, earth, and fire that day. More than air. And then I'm just going to go through each of the days. So Uranus is in Aquarius. And that's air. Okay, so Uranus is air. So air, fire, air, fire, air. And Mars is, oh yeah, it's still that Mars square Jupiter energy, which was double fire. So I'm going to say Wednesday's elements are going to be mostly fire, air, and earth. Look, it's spelled Fae. Pagans know what I'm talking about right there. Yay, Guardians. And the proper spelling right there. That's how you properly spell Fae, okay? So Thursday is going to be Moon square Mars. This is a big heavy day, but not as heavy as the 11th on Saturday, but it's still heavy for me. So I say water and fire. Big water fire day. And then Friday, here comes Uranus again in a sextile with the moon, and then the moon conjunct Neptune. So that is going to be air and water. And then Saturday, y'all. Okay, so Venus is earth and air, and Pluto is Scorpio. That weirdo combination with the double elements, and Scorpio is fire and water. So that is going to be fire, water, which is its own thing. And Because it's the Venus and the moon's energy with Pluto. And then Venus is earth and air. And then the moon trines Mars. So that's still that water, fire. But now it's trine. Okay, that's a lot. Water and fire. Okay, so that's a lot of math, elemental math. And then calm on Sunday, or in this case, like aftermath energy, is going to be earth. Oh, thank goodness. So water and earth. Oh, wait, but the moon's in Aries. Son of a gun. Okay, so it's going to be fire. Fire and earth. Okay. So that's what I kind of compute in my head when I do my elemental readings and forecasts for the week. That's just how I do it anyway. And then, of course, I listen to input from the ancestors, guides, and guardians while I do that. So going off of my elemental chart right here, I can deduce, like, right now, I'm predominantly fire, but I'm trying to be concentrating more on my rising sign, which is earth. And my Jupiter is also in earth, and my Jupiter is in Taurus, which is earth as well. So I'm on the right track. I've been doing it all year, so it's not over yet. All right, so my elemental aspects for this week. I'm really going to have to be careful, and I think anyone else who's, again, more predominant fire energy and earth energy are going to have to take the biggest concerns on the 11th. If you are air and water, your cool day will be the 10th. I think that's, and it's also half moon in Pisces. That's going to be a good day for you for opportunity. And it's going to be another day. Oh yeah, this day right here. Okay, so I'm gonna say, let's just write it out. And all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be writing down the elements in that color coordination that I use. System. Fire and earth, which is fire, water, air, and earth. Yep. Okay, so Monday's overall was going to be water and fire. Oh, sorry, water, earth. It was water, earth. Water, earth. Nope, and fire. Okay. Then Tuesday is mostly for me gonna be, or for overall, I would say water, earth, and fire. Wednesday, fire, air, and earth. Fire, earth, and air. So then that's gonna be air. Then Thursday is water, fire, but big water, fire. So I will asterisk that out because that is a big day. There's a period of really good opportunity for people on the 9th through the 11th. 9, 10, and 11th. And that's the start of that energy there because of the big Jupiter energy, I think. Yeah. Okay, and then Friday is going to be air and water. Saturday, this is a big heavy day. Fire, water, earth and air, and then water, fire again. So fire, water is that big Venus and conjunct Pluto. That's going to be Venus. Okay, so Pluto is in Scorpio, or Pluto rules like Scorpio's elements, which are like fire, water. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to highlight the crap out of it first, because this is going to be a big day energetically. kind of similar to the eclipse, but I think this is going to be a little bit more abrasive because, yeah. Okay, so we've got fire, water. That's its own thing. That's because Venus is going to be with Pluto. Then we'll have, let's be serious and use this black. It's a big, heavy day. Then we've got the aspect of Earth and Air with, what was the Earth? Venus? Oh yeah, Venus. Earth and Air. Yeah, and then on top of that dynamic, we have water and fire. All right. And then Sunday is nice, chill, recovery day, fire and earth, which is good for grounding and kind of like centering. I don't know what's going to happen on the 11th. Hopefully nothing worldly, but just in case there is, at least you're kind of prepared for it a little bit. Okay. So those are the aspects of the week based on my forecasting. And now we get into the what do I need to do for this week. So this week, I think for myself, being more on the earth, I'm still concentrating on being more earth element. I need to take advantage of this period right here from the 9th, 10th, and the 11th. And I need to get organized. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to what's this color here? We're here. You know what? Let's be out of the box and let's see what we can get from this sticker book. Is there washi in here? That would be sick if there. Oh, washi! Hey. All right, cool. So let's pick a washi tape. We'll put it right here, and then we'll write down what needs to happen this week. I kind of like this. Let's be bold. Yep, I'm really doing my washi tape like this, you guys. Because I don't want to take off the whole washi strip. And then I can just recenter it. Okay, cool. Okay, so in order for me to stay as grounded as I can this week and take advantage of this fire energy, which is like staying charged, and creativity with the air, and then try to stabilize and rebalance this water situation, especially on Saturday with this many harsh aspects. To concentrate on more earth, I need to concentrate on being organized. So I'm going to call it my elemental to-do. So this is my elemental to-do list. That's going to help me this week, and possibly you. First thing I got to do is get organized. With my schedule. A lot of people will say, oh, I need to get more organized, and they'll overwhelm themselves with too much stuff. Just pick one thing. For me, I know I need to get more organized with my schedule. So I need to update my catch-all. Franken planner. Because I haven't really been using it because I've been doing other things and I really need to plan in that. I usually do daily sheets and I kind of fell off of that. So I'm also going to put down here, I need to use this blue. Update my catch-all, get back to daily sheets. And part of that success from trying to do both of these is I need to pre-plan. I need to get back to pre-planning. Dude. Okay, so that's my elemental to-do list. And then I think that's pretty much what I want to say for that. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to do my crystals of the week. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. It's very exciting. And then we'll get to the crystals. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support in my first videos of doing this. This is going to be my seva for 2022. Seva is like spiritual service or volunteering, and so this is my seva. And so thank you so much for resonating with it. Okay. Oops. I know I'll probably do like something with to get ready for Yule. There's some pre-prep Yule stuff that I would like to do, so I might write that here, or I might save it for next week, or maybe I will save it for another video. I have a lot of space on this page right here, so pre-Yule stuff. I always observe the Sabbats and the Esbats, but I've fallen off on some of the more traditional aspects. And one thing I would like to say is, if you are a witch, you do not have to be a Wiccan. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand that. I think the impression is, especially young baby eclectic witches right now, they feel like they need to go all out Wicca in order to learn more about their inner witch and connecting with that. And it's actually not. And pagan, kind of like me being pagan, is more connected to my indigenous side than being a witch. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I thought I'd put it out there. Now we're gonna put crystals right here. I left this little spot here so that there'd be a little bit of a space. And then, yeah, we will get some stickers up in here. Because what's a plan with me without stickers? I don't want this to be like my spiritual elemental, witchy pagan, most boring, without stickers plan with me ever. Tries clear. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that right here. Cool. It's like the cheater's way to do Bujo. No line drawing for me, y'all. I would like to just cut and paste. Okay, so crystals of the week. Let's use that same purple. No, magenta. So, crystals of the week. I'm gonna keep continuing on with my. I'm just gonna bring up the crystals on this side. I'm gonna keep on with the earth element aspect, but I'm gonna add some spice this week for my crystal recommendation because of this Venus Conjunct Pluto day on Saturday, and also to this moon square Mars. There's a little bit of, it's a lot of fire, water, and earth situations. So I'm still going to stay with the earth and fire combo of the raw amethyst. This is bloodstone. It's raw bloodstone in the matrix of this amethyst, and bloodstone is fire element, and then amethyst is earth element, and it's the chakras that it represents are the crown chakra and the heart chakra. So I'm gonna still stick with that recommendation from last week of raw amethyst with matrix. That's for earth. Hi, you need to write this down. I don't know, for me, especially when working with amethyst for the first time, and even as an oldie like myself, raw amethyst just has a little bit more extra grounding energy than when it's cut and polished. And I'll show you the difference energetically, like if you're reading the energy of this piece right now, compared to this very, very cut and polished, this is an inclusion quartz smoky with, an inclusion smoky quartz with citrine. So it's a golden smoky. We call it a golden smoky inclusion. And this one has extra spice because it's also rutilated. It has little rutile, like one little shooting rutile right there in the middle. So it's like bing, right through the middle of the sphere. I love rutilated quartz. They look like little fish tanks. Like, there's so much to see and a lot of energy. So you can feel the difference of energy with cut and polished and raw. And for the energies that are happening this week, it's better to be more grounded than to be kind of blow uppy like this sphere here. But so that's my first choice, was the raw amethyst with matrix. And then also staying with the earth elements, this is mango calcite. I call it mango calcite because it reminds me of like dried mango, like the dried mango pieces, like they're like candy. But it's also called orange calcite. So this is orange calcite. It's different than the calcite that was from last week. It's more opaque, less translucent, and clear quartz. So it also comes in clear. The only colors that calcite doesn't come in that I've seen in this kind of like texture is indigo, purple, and black. Although there are some red calcites that get pretty dark. So it might be just a matter of time before there's like a black calcite. But clear calcite is to help with clarity during like most of the, water, fire day. Oh, this right here, Wednesday. It's going to be like earth, air, and fire. Earth, air, and fire. That's going to be a bumpy day for me. So I need the focus on the clarity, but it needs to stay grounded instead of amplifying. And quartz has a tendency of amplifying energies like these on those days versus kind of helping you focus so that you can stay organized enough to take advantage of the elements of the day, the energies of the day. So this is orange calcite and clear calcite. So those are both earth. So orange calcite and clear. Orange calcite is pretty easy to find. The clear calcite might be a little bit more rare, but I know it's out there. This is actually its normal. It's a natural formation. They just kind of grow like a geode like that. They're so cool. Similar to the formation of tourmaline, garnet kind of grows like that a little bit. And then for added spice, for practitioners and for those going through their mega ascension process right now and having to deal with all of these energies of the week, I would recommend turquoise. Turquoise is so beautiful. It's so gentle, but it packs a wallop when it comes to helping you balance out elemental energies. So this is Southwestern Native American turquoise, and it does does. I think it did. Oh yeah, it does. Has tiny little inclusions of pyrite in it. So remember the pyrite from last week? They're like the little cubes. There are little inclusions of pyrite in this turquoise, and it adds a little bit extra deflection against any second attack that you may be experiencing this week. And the turquoise is to help with third eye. So we're still getting a lot of downloads. It's a lot of energies to process, especially when you have to be around other people's energies right now. Turquoise is a beautiful way to really settle those energies down so that you can get through the day, and also so that you can still continue that like spiritual growth process without feeling overwhelmed or giving up because there was nothing to help balance you out. So turquoise is a really, really great way to balance that out. I don't wear turquoise jewelry because I lose it. This is like all the turquoise that I wear. It's like it has to be with another mineral or stone in order for it to work with me. This is a turquoise bracelet done in Tibetan style with red coral and with pearl. And that's the only way I can wear it. But I hold them in meditation. So turquoise. Turquoise is earth and metal, but in this case we're gonna say it's earth. So, the reason why I'm going to be working with this sphere, even though a lot of people will be like, crystal ball, it is a little strong, but I need a little extra energy because I've been feeling a little bit like muddy. I don't know how else to describe it. It's sluggish, that's better. Sluggish energy, and so I need to pick me up, especially when I'm in session with clients and or doing divination. And so that's why I'm going to be using this for myself this week. Practitioners, if you have any spheres that are smoky quartz, not clear quartz, smoky quartz, or it could be clear quartz with inclusions, like this is rutile, you can see the rutile's a lot better here, or inclusion, or both, like those would be the best because you get to process your downloads, you don't drain out, you have a lot of grounding and centering and protection, and also a little extra bonus for you to take advantage of some of the personal growth and success that you can have this week with these elemental dynamics going on. So, spheres. Okay, this is again a smoky quartz with inclusions and rutile. So, rutilated smoky quartz with citrine. Okay, so rutilated. That's a mouthful. I wrote it in black because whenever you're working with stones that are clear, black, or pink, it's for all 7 chakras. So it's for all elements, it's for all the chakras, it's like for everything. So that's why I wrote it in black, because black is for everything. So cool. Let's put some stickers up in here. I kind of like, oh my god, that cat. Okay, I like these guys. That's so ironic because it's like Venus going in retrograde. I think it'll be cute. Okay, and like I think right there would be cute. Like look at all this, so cute. You can use it on your gifts, on your cards. I don't know what these are for. I think they're for pictures. I don't even know. I never use them. I have so many of them. Happy planners, it's like Color Story, where this is probably like all say freeze, and then there was another book, I forget what it was called, but it was like red, like I think it's like Wrapped in Love. I think that's what Wrapped in Love. I think that's what this was. I don't have that paper pad, but I remember it was like burlap and red. So let's see if there's anything that'll coordinate with our little, some tag stickers. Ooh, here we go. Deco, cute little phrases. They're not pagan, but it's still cute. And then this one is the start of another book. Oh, and here's my cat son. So I'm going to use cute little this. I am a planner babe. This is my license right here. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be cute. Cute little thing right there. And then these kids right here. And then something right here. Little car. Okay, so like, let's go back here. On the 11th and 12th, fire, water, fire. Okay, so maybe we could do like a little car right here for like moving forward. Ooh, yeah, perfect. Oh my God, it fits right there. Because there's going to be a lot of moving forward. Like we're still in that phase from last week, but now even more than ever. Look at that. Perfect cuteness. I think that's cute. Just simple. Too crooked. That's fine. Moving forward, like moving up. All right, cool. So I'm gonna put it all back into my planner. It's our cheat sheet. Okay, so I'll pop this in. I was considering like gluing this on a piece of paper and then this onto this piece of paper, but it works better as a mini for me, kind of separate. That way I can just move this page out to another section versus like this whole green page. So that's why I didn't glue that down. And then as the week progresses, I can write notes still here and then also to right here. Last week, I actually didn't change much. My notes still here. I have been referring back to it, which was really nice. Oh my God, it's kind of messy. And then I didn't really add anything else to this. And I did practice this actually. I was definitely grounded over the weekend, and then I was trying as much as I could to get outside for at least 15 minutes, maybe for meditation or just to kind of like drink coffee in my backyard. So those were check and check. Thank you so much for joining me for this weekly plan with me for December 6th through the 12th. May we all aspire to find energetic balance and connection to our own loving spirit and inner brightness today. Until next time, friends and paws, take care. Bye.